Good evening. Well, I'm in the Chiltern Hills at the moment. It's an absolutely beautiful afternoon, but there's very threatening clouds that keep coming over my way and soaking me with rain. Look at this landscape behind. And I'm up in the hills. I've had buzzards, I've had red kite, and I've had swifts darting over as well at top speed, feeding on insects. And I thought I'd just give you a little walk round and show you a bit of the landscape. Later part of May and June is a really good time for wildflowers. And there's loads of stuff in flower at the moment, so I thought I'd show you a few of them. I'll start at the top with one of the most important wildflowers. I'm going to do my top two wildflowers to start with. So in here, a load of it in here, this yellow stuff, and you'll notice that within this area where this yellow flower is, the grasses are very low. This is yellow rattle, little yellow flowers on it, and it's a semi-parasitic wildflower. Yellow rattle, and it gets its name rattle because when it dries off and the seed pods, you can shake them like a little rattle. And these are semi-parasitic, so they feed on the grasses and really keep the grass down, and that gives other wildflowers a chance to thrive. And my other top favourite wildflower is one that's surrounded with misinformation. It's here, and this is yellow ragwort, and this is going to come into flower this month, and there's a lot of it in the landscape now. Yellow ragwort contains paralizidine alkaloids, which are toxic. Many plants are toxic. Daffodils are toxic, foxgloves, there's loads of toxic plants out there. You'd have to eat, or your animal would have to eat well over 10 kilograms of this stuff to be affected. That's not going to happen. I've never eaten any yellow ragwort, I'm not going to. So it's a plant that totally belongs here. It's very valuable to wildlife, and it's good to leave it be. And it's got a really sour taste, so rarely does livestock eat it. So this field I'm in at the moment is grazed with sheep. They won't touch that, it tastes disgusting. And even if they do, they'd have to eat a lot. The danger comes with ragwort when it dries off and it goes into hay, which is kind of an unnatural thing when you think about it, storing hay like that. So it can become a bit of a risk in meadows where it's purposely grown for hay. Here we've got, we'll move on to the next one. We've got some buttercup, creeping buttercup moves through here. And it's absolutely beautiful yellow flower on there, and you can put it under your chin to see if someone loves you or if someone loves butter, because it reflects that sunlight. And over here we've got lots of creeping up roses. We've got a creeping rose. This is our wild rose. This is dog rose in here. Look at that. A lovely pink flower, and these have sort of red berries on them in the summer and autumn. And our wild roses like to cling on, so this wild rose is working its way into this hawthorn, and it's going to eventually climb up the hawthorn and be part of the hedge. So you very often find dog roses in amongst hedgerows. They really like to cling in. We've got lots of thistle down here. This is dock. These seeds are really important. You know, dock leaves. And there's the seed heads of the dock. And you'll often notice dock in central reservation of motorways as well. You get that, it almost looks like it's all burnt and dead, but it's just the seed stage of dock. And of course, eventually it will die and be brown and dying off. Look at this lovely view. Isn't that a wonderful landscape? You know, very much a man-made landscape. You know, this has been grazed by sheep, and we've got modern agriculture going on over here. And we've got a great big valley. Oh, a good valley down here. Look at this. I've just climbed up here. I've climbed up a massive set of sort of steps to get up to the top of here. I'm just going to go to the edge to show you, going back on myself now. Oh, and here's dropwort as well. And there's lots of that in the landscape. It has a very pale colour, and you get your eye and you see it dotted all about the landscape. There's lots of hawkbit as well growing up here, these yellow flowers. Here's the valley I climbed up. And right at the bottom of that valley is a scrub. It's full of elder and hawthorn and blackthorn and a lot of native scrub, and I can hear a lot of birds down there singing. I might hear a skylark over there, and there's been a few blackcaps as well singing down there. So it's beautiful. And you can see these sort of horizontal lines on the landscape. This is where it is very often grazed by animals working left to right. I remember when I worked as a shepherd in New Zealand, it was very much this landscape, and we'd go out on the quad bikes to get around the farm. It was vast, and the valleys were always really dangerous on the quad bikes. You could easily lose control and slide down. And you often had a dog on the back as well. Here comes a jackdaw coming in now. Don't know how much you can pick up on this camera. But yeah, I'm going to be staying here for the night. So I'm looking forward to doing some stuff. I might do a live later or something if you're up for it, see how it goes. But yeah, it's nice just sort of walking and talking. You know, I haven't got any friends, so walk around and talk to my camera. Cheers guys, get wild.